Hmm. Oh, hi. Here you are. Yes, please come in and have a seat. I'm Naomi. It's very nice to meet you. Yes. Thank you for agreeing to meet at this hour. Yes, the Rosewood Preservation Committee conducts surveys strictly after dusk. It's town regulations. Yes. We're just gathering some personal and environmental details from you today. Yes, it's nothing major, it's just a routine data for the Heritage and Preservation Archive. Yes, so if you're ready, shall we begin? Yes. Okay. Then I will take a look at my questions and you can answer them. Great. So, first things first. Full name, please. Middle names too. We like to know all the parts of a person. Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Then we would need date of birth and the hour. Yes, if you happen to know it, of course. Some patterns are easier to detect under moonlight. A little joke. Yes. Then I would need your blood type. Oh, don't look so alarmed. It's just for statistical purposes, of course. Yeah, we like to keep inventory of the blood types we have. Yes, since we're a very small town and we need that for the hospitals. Yes, you will understand. Great. How long have you been living in Rosewood now? Oh, you just recently moved here. How did you hear about Rosewood? People don't just find us. It's a very secluded town. Oh, I mean, some people move here for the scenery. Some people have relatives heard about us from friends. You had a dream. Okay. What kind of dream, if I may ask? You saw this name city sign. Okay, and you had this. You were feeling compelled to move here. I'll have to tell the elders about this. No, nothing. Let me just note that down real quick. That sure has to be told. Dream. That's very unusual. Unusual, but fun. Yeah, you know what they say about the dreams. Sometimes they tell us just exactly where we need to be. Don't they? Okay. Moving on. So, you don't have any family living here, right? Yes, I was about to read the question, but obviously, since you already told me about your dream, you can't be having family here. You came alone, right? Yes. You have found what? Oh, you have found your ancestors' names in the cemetery register. Okay. You were looking into it after your weird dream, I suppose. Yes. So you were looking into your family history after that? And you found them. Okay. Yes, I'm just making sure how you could have been part of this town before. So, no, I mean, that's awesome, right? Yes. Any known allergies? Sunlight, silver jewelry, religious iconography? No, you don't have to answer that. That was just local town humor. I was kidding. Yes. You seemed so tightened up and not relaxed at all after the first two questions. But I want you to relax a bit. Yes. So, the next questions are more about household and the environment that you are currently in. We want to make sure you're feeling welcome here. Yes. Good. Then I will proceed. Would you mind describing your house? The one that you are currently living in Rosewood, please. Yes, I mean, is it more old, out of wood, with a stone foundation, like most of our homes are? Or is it more one of those modern new builds? Rather old, the classic. Okay. And would you say the walls absorb the sounds well? So, no noisy disturbances from the outside or no sounds from the inside being able to get out for people to hear? Like if you would play loud music or scream. Very well. You hear some things from the outside. Yeah, but we get into this in later questions. That's good. Okay. Do you keep candles or electric lights in your home? Both. Great. Yeah. No, you see, some people were talking about or complaining about flickering lights, so they all moved on to using candles, but they started to flicker and go off by themselves too. So yeah, you see, we have these town problems. That's why we do this data, right? Yes, this little survey. Okay, so you don't have any problems with your lights? Not yet, okay. Great. Do you happen to have any reflective surfaces in your home? Like mirrors or polished metal or standing water? Oh, you do, of course. Yes, mirrors. Lots of mirrors. Okay, and the mirrors in your home function properly? Yes, because there were some people talking about distortions, and you actually feel like sometimes there's little distortions. Okay. Like what type, if I may ask? Sometimes you seem more wide and sometimes less. Oh, but while you're looking at it, it does this zooming in type of thing. That's weird. Yes, we have very strong magnetic fields, and a lot of the phenomena you might be experiencing can be reduced to that. But we like to make sure you feel safe and normal in your home, so we'd like to make this little survey in order to make you feel less crazy about the things that might be happening in your home or in this town. Yes. Talking about distortions or weird things about the house, are there any drafts or cold spots in your home? Or maybe even rooms that feel maybe older than the rest of the house? Yes. So that I'm getting it right, you're saying that the corridor where the mirror is, sometimes you feel a draft and some kind of cold spot there? That makes sense. Yes, I mean, it must be a crack somewhere, and you know how it is. Then wind drifts in from the crack and causes all of these cold spots. But no weird rooms? No. Okay, great. Good, moving on. When you lock your doors at night, do you check them twice? Or maybe even 3 times? Oh, you wouldn't want any intruders, right? Even though the door does not keep them all away. Well, never mind. So you lock them, yes. Good. How often do you open your window at night? Oh, if you do, I mean. Oh yes, you used to be a person who slept with the window open, but you haven't felt like it here? Yes, I mean, you live pretty close to the forest. I would be scared too. Oh, you're not. Oh, it's because of the cold winds. Sure. No, I mean, you don't have a reason to be scared. I'm just saying some people are frightened from the forest, and they should be. I mean, forests are always scary. Okay. And do you have curtains? Like, are they more the sun blocking thick type of curtains or more decorative? Oh, yes, yes, of course. Crystal used to live in this house. So, obviously, you kept her thick sun blocking curtains. Oh, yeah, they keep every single bit of light out. Yes, they are wonderful to sleep with. Great. Let's move on, shall we? Have you noticed anyone standing outside of your window after midnight? You know, we're just making sure because we have a lot of pranksters in our midst in this town, and you know, the Rosewood Committee of Preservation wouldn't want you to be afraid or feel unwelcome. Oh, you have? Well, would you mind describing to me what this person looked like? Very hairy and super tall, but you couldn't see him or them from your window because it was too dark, yes. How tall exactly would you say? Oh, okay, that huge. Let me note that down real quick, but I think I know what's going on. Well, you see, I'm pretty sure that's Eduardo. Yes, he's known to do that with new residents, but it's not as weird as it may seem now. He's just very interested and curious in people, and he likes them a lot. So he tends to overstep boundaries. Yes, I will talk to him and make sure that won't happen again. Or at least so that you won't see him anymore. Yes, sure. You're welcome. Okay. Oops, salsa. Have you heard anything strange at night? Like whispers, footsteps? If you have, don't you worry. Everyone does. That's the magnetic field in this town that makes a lot of people hear things. And like I said, some of our residents have very morbid humor, especially at night. You haven't? Great. Okay. Moving on, I want to know more about your nocturnal habits, and daily, of course, too. But this town, if you haven't noticed by now, likes to enjoy their after work hours at night a lot. Yes, so it's important to know about your habits at night. Sure. At what hour do you usually retire to bed? After Midnight for sure. Yes, you're a night owl yourself. That's great. Cool. Yes. Would you describe yourself as a light sleeper? Or could thunder, whispers, and quiet footsteps pass you unnoticed? So you have a hard time falling asleep once you're out? You're out. Okay, great. What about your bedroom door? Do you prefer keeping it open, closed, or maybe even locked? Oh, open. I'll guarantee you that will change pretty quickly. No reason. Okay, yes, moving on. Have you ever woken to find your curtains drawn when you distinctly remember opening them, or vice versa? No. Okay, great. Perfect. What about midnight walks? Do you like to take walks at night? The streets are very atmospheric after dark. Oh, you do when you can't sleep? Yes. Not sure if I would recommend that here, to be honest, but oh well. Well, you see, as long as you stay in the periphery of the cemetery and you don't wander off into the woods or too close to the manor, you should be fine. Great. Moving on. Have you noticed any unfamiliar shadows in your home? In the corners, perhaps? No? Great. Then I guess they have not found you yet. Do you welcome visitors a lot, or do you prefer privacy? Oh, silly me, of course. You don't know anyone yet, do you? Yes. Of course. I meant more in general. Would you let strangers in if they asked you to? Enter? Like for permission? Let's say to present themselves as your new neighbors. Oh, you would? Yes, of course, to get to know them. Sure, yeah, maybe if I can give you one advice. Stick to the day visitors. Yeah, if anyone entering daytime asks you to enter your home, you can say yes. But, I mean, anyone that has the audacity to ask you to enter your home after dark, I would recommend not letting them in, since it's a very rude of a thing to do, and you should not ever entertain that. Yes. Great. Yes, I know some of us like nighttime better, but let's just say they could also visit you during the day, and if they can't, you don't need to know them, right? Yes, that's useful to know. Don't forget about it. Never forget about it. since this is also about you and preservation, I would very much like to ask you some questions about your personal well-being and how you perceive our local safety. Yes. So, have you experienced any nosebleeds or dizziness, sudden weight loss since you moved here? Several nosebleeds. Always before midnight, you say? That usually only happens with which? You're more interesting than I thought. Yes, let's observe that. You know what? Don't hesitate contacting me when it happens again. Yeah, I mean, if it continues to happen. No. Don't worry. It's just unusual, not concerning at all. Yes, I mean, it could be from the altitude change. Yes, great. Do you ever feel watched while standing near a window? Or no, except for Eduardo, we already figured that one out, haven't we? Yes. Okay, great. Things start to make sense, or maybe not everyone has acknowledged you yet, which is good. Yeah, you will eventually meet him. Especially when you said you were going to start working for the Rosewood Cemetery. Oh, Cassandra told me all about it. Yes, that's why you're here, right? Yeah. Great. What was your family name again? Yeah, exactly. Are you sure about that? I'll look into that later. When you dream, do you hear voices calling your name and you feel compelled to move towards it, or music that you hear coming from the manor in your dreams? Yes. Okay, noted. Is there any sensitivity to the sunlight, religious symbols, running water? No? Good. Do you have unusual cravings ever since you moved here? Like, do you crave unusual foods, like things with metallic flavor, perhaps? No. Okay, great. When you look into your eyes in the mirror, are they your own eyes every time? Yes. Great. Oh, nothing. We've had problems with the water before. Yes. You see, in the town a while back we had some maybe chemicals where people started to behave in strange ways after drinking it, or craving weird foods, or hallucinating, so we're trying to keep track of that. Yes. they turned into monsters, you could say. Yes, exactly. Yeah, no. We do not have these problems anymore. It's just, you never know what the big firms around us are doing, right? So we always have to keep track of that. Okay. The next question is very, very important. Yes, have you ever been approached by anyone who offered you, what was that? Eternal rest? Or exclusive membership? Oh, you have. Have they given you any names that you could provide? Or can you offer me any descriptions of what they looked like? Blonde hair, tall, very handsome. And piercing blue eyes? Okay. And let me guess, the other one had dark eyes, dark hair, but in the light sometimes they look amber or gold. Super tall, also very handsome. Yes, I thought so. Classic, sounds like Jasper and Damon. No, don't you worry. They're not in trouble. It's just that we don't. The committee doesn't really like any sort of groups forming, and especially strange groups that offer these things. You know, it's uncontrollable then. Okay. Apart from that, any uninvited guests entering your home? No? Good, great. You see, invitations are complicated here. Let's say they are quite the commitment. Yes. And have you met any of your neighbors yet? The ones who seem to never age. Oh, so you live next to Rosemary? She sure does age. Interesting. Has she said anything strange to you at all? No? Well, she has just invited you for tea in the afternoon tomorrow. Ain't it nice not being bound to the night? Nothing. I'll just pay her a visit before that for sure then. Oh, no reason, darling. Don't worry about it. Okay, so do you usually attend town events at all? You do, but you haven't attended any of ours yet? Yes. Do you plan to? Like the autumn masquerade, or the midnight markets, or the cemetery vigils? Yes, they are very celebrated here. You see, we're very curious, and for some of us, death does not always mean the end, so you see. So you plan on going, yes. Yeah, just maybe let me know first. Yeah. In order that I can go with you and protect, show you everything and introduce you to some people. Yes? Yes, that would be great. Especially maybe the midnight market or the masquerade. Yeah, that would be very cool to attend together. Yes. Have you recently been invited anywhere new and felt strangely compelled to go there? Or to accept? Not yet. Except for Rosemary, yes. But did you feel strangely compelled to attend? No. Okay, great. Would you consider yourself easily persuaded or not at all? No? Great. We love strong-minded people around here. Which leads me to the question if you have heard any strange urban local legends. You have? Well, do you believe in them? Vampires, ghosts, the Thorn family who built the manor. I see. Well, it's best not to believe anything, or everything at least, that you hear. You'll get unnecessarily spooked. And might start imagining things that aren't really there. Yes. Great, well, that's everything we need from you for now. Thank you very much for being so wonderfully cooperative. Should you hear knocking on the door tonight after midnight, don't open the door. Yes, it's just one of our couriers bringing you the data or checking the data. Yes. Thank you again, dear. And remember, don't invite people lightly. Stay away from the forest. Ask me for any events that you want to attend at night, and I will gladly come with you. And don't go out by yourself too much. Yes, then you will be safe. Yes, I see you very, very soon. Maybe for the masquerade ball? Yeah, that would be lovely. Bye.